Hey guys, I'm gonna do a quick little Reformation Sandal haul. I have been eyeing up Reformation Sandals for months, and I did try a pair. Let's get this pair out of the way right away. I tried the Millie first, and they're terrible. The leather on the sides of it really rubbed against my skin when I walked, and so I sent them back and I was kind of done. But the problem is Reformation Sandals, they keep making more and more styles, and they're all so freaking good. They have that sexy minimalist vibe, even though they're flat. And I'm such a huge fan of Reformation dresses. I literally wear them all summer long. I bring them on every summer trip. I'm, a giant fan. And so I was like, okay, fine, let's just do this right. Let's order a ton of Reformation sandals and give them a try. I have some strong opinions. Let's get into it. Let's start with the Ludo toe ring strappy flat sandal. These are freaking fantastic. These are my favorite sandals of the entire bunch. The whole sandal is made from this really buttery soft leather. The top straps are not, they're a little bit rounded. Sometimes really thin straps can dig into your foot when you walk. This does not. These are super soft leather straps. I normally hate the toe ring around my big toe. I don't hate these. I was overall super surprised by how comfortable these are, how walkable these are, how soft the leather is everywhere. And I love that the bottom of the sole too is a little bit rubbery. So it's not just that too fancy sandal that has a sole that will get all scuffed up and is super slippery. So these are easily my highest pick. And when you wear them, they do have that sort of minimalist, sexy shape. I love these guys, highly recommend. Next up are the Lake Sandals, and these come in a bunch of different colors. I grabbed them in this brown. I'm forever looking for the perfect flat tan sandal for summer. That's kind of my go-to. That's what I wear the most. And so this was the closest I could find. This sort of brown walnut color was the closest I could find to my typical tan sandal. These are really comfortable. The cushion underfoot is really thick. I often don't find this much cushion in a sandal unless it's from an official comfort shoe brand. These are incredibly comfortable. The straps are thin, but the leather has, just enough give that while they're not quite as soft as the toe ring flats, it is still super soft and comfortable. And the way the back strap is architected, there's enough give there. It's not pulling against my heel, and the square toe shape is kind of fun. The only thing I will mention is the fact that the bottom comes out a little farther than the cushion itself. I will say it does, make the sandal look a little heavier than I was expecting it to. But that's a really tiny minor point for a sandal that's fundamentally freaking amazing. And again, it has that same sort of rubber sole on the bottom, so it's not as slippery. It has a little bit of grip. I was really impressed with this sandal and the toe ring sandals. So yeah, love it. Next up, these are the Teagan flat sandals, and I ordered them in gold. So here's what I like. They're nice and cushy just like the others, although I find that they're not quite as cushy as the Lakes, but very close. They have that nice sort of rubberized bottom, but honestly, this situation, there was so much room in this sandal for me that it felt like they were just falling off my foot, to the point where I couldn't even really take more than a step or two. So these are going back for sure. I didn't love these. All right, so the next sandal is the Cassidy flat knotted sandal. And I ordered two colors. The first is the dark cocoa in taffeta. They have a cute little 70s vibe knot. They have some cushion. They have that sort of wider sole here. These are clearly a fancier, not everyday sandal. The bottom isn't rubberized. The other thing I didn't like about these is when I walk, I think it's because the sole isn't that flexible. When I walk, the back strap really pulls against my ankle. And because they're so thin, it's really uncomfortable. These are just not what I was looking for. I want everyday walkable sandals, and these are definitely not that. They're very pretty though. I also tried on the oatmeal version, hoping for a different result, and no, they are the same. They're still a little bit unflexible, although the cushion is nice, and it's that same leather that I found to be a little bit stiffer than I wanted, and it does dig into my heel. So again, super pretty sandal. I love the oatmeal linen, although the cocoa taffeta is gorgeous, but just not a sandal for me. Next up is the Erica flat bow sandal. These are really charming. These have a delicate little minimalist bow, so it's not over the top. They're, made of satin and have sort of this wraparound ankle strap closure. So the whole sandal, even though it's flat, reads really sexy on. The only issue that I'm having is the same issue that I had with the other ones. You know, one, the bottom of the sole is not rubberized, so it's like a little bit more slippery, and overall the sandal is really not flexible, and so what that means is when I'm walking, the back does pull against my ankle and it's super uncomfortable. So, I don't know, man. Super charming, super pretty, not for me. So next up, we have the Marcia. This is another sandal that's being done in black satin. What's wild to me is I expected these to be as uncomfortable as the other black satin pair that I tried, and they're not. They're surprisingly really comfortable and nice to walk in. But here's what I'm noticing. They also have that sort of like rubberized black sole, and the whole sandal is way more flexible than the others. So I feel like that might be the key to cracking the code of Reformation sandals. Black sole, they'll be more flexible and comfortable. If it's the like fancier white sole, I'd skip it. I did try on both the 6.5 and the 6, and I think I ended up sizing down a half size to a 6. The satin straps here are very thin, and they do have that feeling of like maybe they're gonna dig into your foot. And so this is a shoe where if it fits tight, I think it could be problematic. I didn't mind it. It was not overly tight on my foot. Even walking around, it was great. That said, I just prefer the look and the feel of the Lake sandals over these. All right guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. I'm such a huge fan of Reformation dresses and now sandals too, as long as they have that like black sole bottom. Everything that I tried on will be in links down below. If you like this, we'd love if you give us like a like, follow, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, have a good one guys. See ya.
You're gonna be in my video. Okay. They always do like at the very end. And anything I send in is fair game. Bye.